What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life.
And Katie.
On today's video, we're going to be exploring the Daytona Beach area. We're in Ormond Beach right now. We're going to take A1A south and cruise right along Daytona Beach. We ate at a Cuban restaurant now.
Cuban, Puerto Rican, Mexican, and I think something else got mixed into there too.
I'm going to go ahead and have you give the opinion first.
Okay, there was a bunch of odd things going on there. They said they didn't have certain things, which, you know, if you go to a Cuban restaurant, it's not out of the normal.
But they kind of like scammed you into...
Yeah.
Like, they have this giant menu, right?
Yeah.
But then when you actually go to order stuff, they're, oh, we don't have that, but we have something that's similar.
Yeah.
But then when they bring you the thing that's similar, even that wasn't exactly what it was supposed to. Slow down,
Yeah.
slow down. Even that wasn't what it was. It's a scam, practically. They scammed us into getting things that weren't really what we wanted. They act like they have a... So it's branded as a Cuban restaurant, but they have a lot of Mexican stuff. But then outside they have a Puerto Rican flag. So they're trying to capture Cuban, Mexican, Puerto Rican audience with this gigantic menu of things they're supposed to have. You order and you pay for everything. And then they're like, oh, we don't have that. Can we substitute it for this? And basically, they have a very limited menu. And today's a Saturday, so there's no excuse for it.
Yeah.
Is it me, or does this look absolutely empty? It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
And the hotel prices are like $600 a night.
That's probably what's scaring people off.
So the
At least in
hotels,
this part. I mean...
they would rather, instead of filling up the hotels, they'd rather...
Yep.
This is weird. Like, nobody out here.
Now hiring housekeepers.
Yeah.
They're hiring everything there.
So I felt like they had this gigantic...
Vacancy right there.
Right, yeah.
Everything.
I'm not staying there.
No.
It doesn't, maybe it's clean, I don't know.
It's...
We'll keep rolling.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, like, they made it seem like they had this giant menu, right? They made it appear like they have this giant menu with everything, Cuban, Mexican, Puerto Rican. And then, oh, we don't have that, but we have this, it's similar. Like, first she said we ordered acapullas and empanadas. They're very similar things. They said, oh, we don't have acapullas, we just take some chicken empanadas. Right. So we got 2 chicken empanadas and 2 beef empanadas. When we got the empanadas,
they're both chicken.
they were both chicken. But we paid $16 for 4 chicken empanadas. I wouldn't have ordered freaking...
You ordered a mango and she brought you Trigo.
Yeah, she brought me the wrong milkshake, and I was like, that's not what I ordered. Oh, I'm sorry, are you okay just having that? I'm like, no, you're going to bring me what I ordered. And the whole thing was weird and scammy. I feel like they're trying to play off like they got this giant menu.
Yeah.
It's all face value. But then when you actually start ordering, oh, she didn't have white rice and black beans, so I had to get congria instead. Endless list of
weird
inaccuracies, you know? Like,
and I went to the bathroom and somebody had a dog in there.
Okay, I'll explain that part.
Yeah.
The business next door is a dog grooming business, and they're both in the same building. So the restaurant is in the same building, so the bathroom is shared with a dog grooming business. That's why.
It's going to be open this late at night.
The restaurant is shared with a dog grooming business. They're the same thing. Let's see. Hopefully the vibes get better. It seems kind of empty on this end. That building looks so old and outdated.
The ocean thing?
Everything. No, the one the nuts in.
Oh, yeah.
The retro. Cucamonga. 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 Manga. So you felt the same way? You felt like they scammed us almost with the menu? It's almost like they know they don't have anything, but then they like scam you into getting things that weren't what you ordered back to back to back.
Yeah, and the prices, you know, those were the prices of, like, they don't even charge that in Miami.
It's expensive?
Yeah. I think our meal, like, in total, was like $70.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. It was a scam.
Yeah.
They scammed us, really.
Yeah.
And it's called café con leche. Let me see what café con leche tastes like. Café con leche. That's on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah. And the food wasn't bad. It wasn't
It's
bad
not
food.
bad,
But it was
it's
the
just-
concept of
yeah.
they like finessed you into ordering things that they didn't have. And then after you paid for it, then they're like, oh, we actually don't have that. Like, if you don't have it, don't charge me for it. And they'll do
Yeah.
it back to back with 4 different items, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, I found that kind of scammy.
I've found any restaurant that has like an expansive menu.
Should have it.
No, doesn't have half the things on that menu.
Yeah, have a menu that you can actually keep up with. And then one day, if you got something extra, do a special.
Exactly.
Either way, it was disappointing. The setting was kind of neat. The service, the girl was friendly, but she was still scammy. I mean, there's no doubt about.
Yeah.
The modus of operation was scammy. I mean, come on. If you don't have something, you don't have it. Don't act like you have things. And anyways, and then don't tell me I'm gonna get 2 beef empanadas and 2 chicken. And just bring me 4 empanadas of the chicken. Come on.
When you ordered mango, you do not want trigo. I don't think
She
I've
brought
ever
it
had
out.
trigo.
She brought it out, and then the mango that I got, it wasn't like real mango. It was like from concentrate,
Oh,
and
gosh.
they blended it with like condensed milk or something.
Oh my
It was
God.
scammy.
Ew.
The whole thing. It didn't taste bad, but it was definitely
Okay.
like it was scammy. There was a scammy complexion to the way they like brought us our food. It
I
wasn't.
mean, Dad uses condensed milk, but he also uses regular milk.
Yeah. No, it was there was a level of
Like,
finesse with the whole process of bringing you that food.
yeah,
Do you still have water back here?
yeah. There's
In the basket?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to drink some water, but they're in the basket. On the top or the bottom? Remember where you put them?
They're in the bag.
In the bag with your thing?
No.
The other bag?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I'll get the water out. There we go. We got 3 or 4 waters here. Cool.
Yeah.
I wish we could stay, but I think we can't afford it.
No.
The hotels are just too expensive right now.
Yeah.
And we'd have to do laundry, and by the time you do laundry, you might as well drive home.
Yeah.
I hate to. We haven't traveled in so long. And
I know.
we gotta make sure we get on the last bridge off. Let me look at the map and make sure we don't miss that. Because there's a point where if you go too far, there's no bridge to get across. Okay, so route. What we're agreed we're going home.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you? I'm sure you want to avoid Interstate 95, right? Interstate 4.
I-4 is like
The nightmare of nightmares.
Yeah. If you hit it late
can
enough,
live
it's
stream
not
it.
a problem. Yeah.
Are you willing to drive to Orlando? I can't
I don't
do it.
care.
I would just faint.
I don't care.
The other option would be to try to.
No, it's getting late enough. By the time we got to Orlando, it wouldn't be that
There'll be a
bad.
traffic jam until midnight in Orlando. Interstate 4 is red. It's paralyzed.
Okay.
The other that's why I wanted to get us further south
Yeah.
and like towards Port St. Lucie or something like
Yeah.
that. You know, and like be careful of cars pulling in. It's kind of like tilted on me a little bit. Lean with it, rock with it, oh yeah. Budget in, take me home to the place to budget in. These hotels don't look packed. I think it's all a scam. Like where they make it seem like it's busier than what. That's a single family home.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like it might be just like, let's hold this real estate instead of yeah.
I don't know. Dunlawton Avenue is the one we gotta turn on the bridge.
Dunlawton.
Dunlawton. Still quite a bit.
Alright.
I would almost rather take 44 through Dealand
Okay.
and then 44 through. It almost would make sense to me to take 44 around Orlando and try to cut through Claremont to 75. Like, let's say we're heading here. How would we get there? Yeah, like, let's say 4.
Excuse me.
There's a highway. Like, try to cut across. Now put us right outside of Tampa. 2 hours. Very few traffic jams. We'll figure it out once we're on the other end. We'll improvise something. We should try to avoid Orlando at all costs.
Yeah.
Going around the northern end of Orlando and trying to get on 75 through like D-Land or Ridge, like come out to Highway 50. Trashy looking out here.
We're in Daytona.
Daytona with the owner. You might want to speed up a little bit. There's cops right there. Don't get it right out in front of a cop. Daytona with the Rona, where people had Corona and visited Florida. I went to Florida even though I had Corona. On the beach, dancing Macarena. I went to Florida even though I had Corona.
All the beach towns look exactly the same.
Daytona is kind of getting old and outdated. It kind of looks like Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Exactly what I was
Doesn't it?
thinking.
That's exactly, yeah. They got the same vibe. That's exactly what, I just had somebody message me right now, one of my friends that I talked to.
Yeah.
The one from West Virginia that I talked to on Facebook. And he's telling me, like, why is this thing moving? I wonder if I can tighten it a little. Okay, get in the middle lane. You're making me super nervous. All these pedestrians look like they're going to run out in the middle of the road. Get in the middle lane. There's 20 pedestrians staring out into the road. I feel like one of them's going to be drunk and walk out in the middle of the road. You're going to hit him. I went to Florida even though I had Corona. On the beach, dancing Macarena. Squatted truck, wheels on the arena. We were supposed to hang out here on the beach with our truck because it's cool, but I think we're going to pass on that.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
It's just not the day for it.
Yeah. We're tired.
Yeah. We're not used to all this.
It's been a while. Isn't Memorial Day weekend like a bunch of debauchery on Daytona Beach and Miami Beach?
Probably.
I guess it's like the most problematic weekend for most of Miami.
That and Labor Day.
Like, oh, Labor Day is a bad one too.
Yeah.
Well, there's more activity up this way. Didn't they like ban squatted trucks here or something? Like they started repossessing people's trucks if they're squatted?
I don't know what they did.
I don't remember. I think Memorial Day is kind of like a big holiday for African American youth. I remember.
Any of the holidays.
No, but Memorial Day and Labor Day and Daytona and Miami Beach are really big.
Day off.
Yeah.
3-day weekend. Anytime you have a 3-day weekend, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Because it's not a, like, be with your family type thing. Unless you're having, like, a barbecue or something with your family, which you're probably doing if you got kids, so. Yeah.
Somewhat packed over here. These diesel trucks burning diesel, can't breathe. See that girl with the long dress? I bet you $100 there from South Carolina. Let him pass. That's quad down there. Ella es una perra en calor.
Why?
The light?
No, the name of the street.
What's it called?
Or
Ora. I think that's Spanish for pray.
you know how they messed that up, right?
Orca.
Yeah.
Orchodontist.
It could be Orca Street instead of Aura.
Orale, güey.
I know. You could have Orca. But you got that.
Somewhat of a traffic congestion here. North Central Florida is a traffic nightmare, I'll tell you. Colorful hairstyles. Is that a thing now, wearing red hair? Looking like the Wendy's girl? Except for at least the Wendy's girl has a minimum wage job. Oh! Well, that's offensive. Why would you say that, Jose? I've never seen somebody with, like, extravagant hair. I don't know if it's red, blue, purple. I've never seen somebody with, like, colorful hair having a high-paying job. Have you?
Not really.
So if a girl drives a squatted truck, does she pick a guy up? How does that work? Does she open doors for you? Like, I'm confused.
I'm driving this truck.
You're with me.
Yeah. I think at this point, I've been around more trucks where even if I wasn't with you, I would have a truck.
They got this road closed off right here.
Come on, there's enough room for everybody.
This is an aggravation.
Oh, it must be graduation.
Graduation, yeah. There's a few graduations going on too.
Yeah.
Haitian graduation, celebration, liberation, proclamation.
Ow.
My girl's
I just started driving and my foot hurts.
shove it with the ubby down there. Oh, here it. Oh, wow! Wow! Close call with the low small down there. I tell you what. You gotta be. That's why I told you, get out the middle, get out that lane, because there's so many people drinking that you don't even know what it's gonna be. I'm not liking the vibes here. We should leave.
Yeah.
I'm really not feeling these vibes.
No.
This is a type of there might be a shooting later type of vibe.
Yeah.
This dude's wearing a ski mask for some reason.
Oh my gosh.
We should leave. Not liking these vibes. Just a bunch of rednecks and squatted trucks and people wearing ski masks. Not liking it. Traffic. Not my vibe. Get her a beach shop. It's a midget. I don't see that every day. Wow, this is packed. Cops and everything. They got like a lot of streets closed off.
Yeah. There's a lot going on tonight.
Yeah, it's not a good vibe either. It's not a.
No, it's like,
It's like a let's see who's getting shot tonight type of vibe.
yeah.
Barbecue with the barbecue down there. Joe Biden, dog. You hear me, Wody?
That was the most random
I know,
thing I've ever
right?
heard.
I'm voting for Joe Biden. You hear me, Wody?
What just happened behind us?
What? Stop. The crash?
Someone just like jumped in a car.
Yeah. It's a bad vibe. It's a bad vibe. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They crashed. That's why that car's got his blinkers. See how he's got his blinkers on? They crashed.
Hmm.
They crashed. That's why he's got his blinkers on. That what he's got his blinkers on like that. That's because he crashed. But the car behind him rear-ended him. Now they're gonna fight because when drunk people crash, the first thing they do is go to fighting. It's a bad vibe, really. All these big, giant, jacked up trucks, people acting tough. I like big, jacked up trucks, but I know a bad vibe when I see one.
Yeah.
Homeless lady looking at the road like, I need to get my dollar bill.
Like, you can tell when you should just leave.
Yeah, it's not a good vibe at all. It's a South Carolina vibe. This is what Daytona gets like, though.
This is straight down 95.
This road right here.
First stop.
Yeah, we rolled through the whole thing.
This is probably for the people who want to go to Miami but don't want to drive that far.
We can take this bridge, or we can take the next bridge.
Okay.
Most of the congestion is up here, so if you take the next bridge, it won't be as bad.
Okay.
And then from there, we'll have to get on 44. It doesn't matter.
Instead of this bridge, the next bridge?
Yeah, no, take the next bridge.
Okay.
We'll drive through and see the whole thing. It's not an inviting vibe, I'll tell you that right now.
No, it just feels like an off-putting vibe.
Yeah, like people like all clicked up in large groups. Like everybody's in large groups.
Yeah, if you're
Anytime
in
you have
large groups and there's
those that
several
always-
people in the group wearing masks,
Somebody's wearing 2 or 3 people wearing a ski mask. That's
yeah.
like, yeah.
I'm like, no,
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, it's not a friendly vibe.
Yeah.
It's not like families. It's like groups. Anytime you have groups instead of families, you have
And
the
then there are
potential.
like a bunch of young men.
Yeah, you always get the potential for something to go wrong.
Yeah.
This is the type of night that ends up on the news for some reason or another.
Yeah.
92 will take it a dealing, but we'll be alright. You can always pull a U-turn a little bit if you want.
We can go to the next bridge. It's not a big deal.
I think we take 95 to Dealand and then start cutting across to bars and all that. I would almost, I really wish you would want to stay at a hotel like in Port St. Lucie or Vero, and we could just stay down that way. Because tonight, trying to crowd across Orlando is going to be a nightmare.
It's going to be even worse tomorrow.
Highway 70 straight shot. Look at the wheels on that truck. That is insane. They've been trying to, like, people with cars like that, they've been coming out here and trying to repossess their vehicles and stuff. Or, not repossess, but, like, what do you call it? Like, confiscate their vehicles. Say they're not roadworthy.
That just sounds like...
That didn't seem like...
that doesn't seem like something that should be legal.
Well, some of those trucks are just not really... They're too much.
Yeah.
But it's a culture war. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's a culture. It's like...
There should be a wedding here or something.
Yeah.
Look at the ugly dresses people wear on this coast. In Sarasota, you see how pretty people dress in Sarasota? People here wear, like, ugly colors, like solid colors. Like, they don't know how to dress right.
Yeah.
I don't like the vibes here. I like the vibes in Jacksonville with the people. But I don't like the vibes here. Like, they're wearing solid colors and, like, look at this guy's all sweaty and, like, what the crap? Like, it's not a good
I've
vibe.
been to 2 weddings this year. And I have not been at a wedding since way before the pandemic, so, yeah. But I've been to 2 this year. Yeah.
Be honest, you could probably pull a U-turn when you get a chance.
Are you sure you don't want me to take the next bridge?
It looks dead. There's not much going on over here.
This seems more family. This seems better.
But you're heading south.
Yeah.
We really gotta make some decisions now. We really gotta make some decisions. It's if we're trying to go home from here, GPS suggests Interstate 95, which I think is absolutely insane. I'm not driving it today. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna get dizzy. If you go to Titusville, you can take that one toll road, but that only puts you.
Well, why would you squat that?
What's squatting? Oh, a Jeep Cherokee? Yeah, it looks horrendous. Don't scream in my ear.
Yeah.
That's what you did right in my ear. It hurt. See how it feels when somebody screams in your ear?
Why are you such a jerk?
Because you screamed in my ear, bro. Look, it's your call to make.
Yeah, we'll just take the next bridge.
The next bridge is fine. You're gonna drive on 95 through Orlando?
Sure.
Why are you opposed to going to a hotel? You just want to go home and that's it?
Yeah.
Wow, jacked up trucks.
I don't want to do laundry.
I think they should have. They ruined the good. You don't want to do laundry, so you would rather drive 3 hours than having to do laundry on the road.
It would take me more than 3 hours to do that laundry.
On the road, it's your call,
Yeah.
Katie.
And half the time the machines
right
don't
onto
even
Flamingo
work.
Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the light, turn right onto Botefer Ave.
Okay, keep driving until you get to the next bridge. It's gonna be quite a bit.
Okay.
The other option will be to drive to Titusville.
Mm-hmm.
But see, the traffic jam isn't until the other side of Orlando. There's no practical way of getting around it. It's just there's traffic and that's all there is. And it's like there's no real way around it. I'm not feeling like being on Interstate 4 for 5 hours. It says 3 hours, but in reality it's gonna be 4. I'm just gonna let you know it's gonna be 4 or 5 hours. It might say it's only gonna take 3 hours, but I'm gonna tell you it's gonna take a lot more. Just so you know, it's probably gonna be a 4-hour drive. You really want to get caught up with. Well, how about this? If you change your mind, we can stay in Orlando.
Okay.
If it gets chaotic and just we don't like it, we can stay in Orlando.
Okay.
We're here to work. So you're making this decision based on the fact you're making a business decision on the fact that you don't want to do laundry. Let me just get this understood. This is not a decision about what you want. It's a decision of what will make us the most money while we're on the road.
Okay.
You're making a business decision
Whatever you want to
around
do.
the fact that you don't want to you do laundry. Really? So now, my YouTube channel and the future of my business revolves around the notion that you don't want to do laundry? Really? That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that the future of my YouTube channel and the content we're going to do and the trips we're going to go on for my business have to revolve around the fact that you don't want to do laundry? Really? Next time I'll just leave you at home then when I go on these road trips.
Okay,
I'm dead serious.
If you want to get a hotel, we'll get a hotel.
No, I just don't want my life to revolve around
Okay.
the fact that you don't want to do laundry. I mean, you're literally telling me that we're gonna go home and drive 4 hours on Interstate 4, which I don't want to be on,
No one said we had to be on Interstate 4.
because you don't want to do laundry. That's got to be the most pathetic thing I've heard my whole life. Unless you want to correct that. So when you're on the road, Katie, and you have $1,000 invested in a road trip between gas, hotels, and other business expenses, you make your decisions based off of what will make you the most money. That's why we're doing this.
It would make
You're
the
making-
most money to stay in a hotel tonight and then go
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yeah. So why are you going with the decision of, I don't want to do laundry, so let's just go home? Really? That's like some West Virginia type crap, bro. I'll put you on a bus to West Virginia and you can be lazy there. But if you're going to live in Sarasota, you want to live in Sarasota, you got to figure out what makes you the most money. Because people in Sarasota don't go with the option based around the fact that I don't want to do laundry. If you're going to let the fact that you're too lazy to do laundry, what were you doing? What was I doing last night while you were sleeping?
Working,
Doing
Uber,
What, the night before, what was I doing while you were sleeping?
Uber.
Okay. So, mija, ponte las pilas. This is why I really wanted to marry a black or Hispanic woman, for productivity. There's some great quirks and features about having a white woman. One of them is not productivity. White women will cancel a road trip just because they have to do laundry. I don't want to do laundry. We're going home. There are times when having a white woman feels like maybe it wasn't the right decision to get a white woman. Productivity. I need a woman that wants to go places. I'm like, let's go to Mexico. She's like, let's go. I'll drive till midnight. Not to say I'm gonna drive 4 hours so I don't have to do laundry. Are you crying? Nah, it's not the first time I've made you cry at this point. No, seriously though, think hard on what you're doing here. We're on a road trip. We got a lot of money invested. I know hotels are expensive and we have to drive. I know it's not an easy situation, but don't make your decisions based around the fact you don't want to do laundry, baby. There's much more. You know, there's
we'll
some.
see what we can do.
All right. Are you anxious because you're on the road, or is there something you're not telling me? Are you in a lot of pain? You're tired?
Yeah.
I know it's not easy, love. I can't drive 3 hours tonight.
I'm not asking.
Are you able to drive 3 hours?
Yes.
Okay, drive me 3 hours to the hotel. And when you get there,
Okay.
and when you get there, little Hunter, and shut up about it, okay?
Continue on South Atlantic Avenue for 3/4 of a mile.
We're taking a right. The bridge is in 3/4 of a mile. I don't want my adventure to end.
Okay.
It's like all this is dead, really. There's like nobody out here, and then you have like a traffic jam in the hub. But then all this looks empty and boring and dead and depressing. Like every building is like, look at these buildings. They're all like yellow. It's like you're out in Saudi Arabia, and the only color that exists is brown. I remember in Florida, like Memorial Day weekend would be like a blast, and cars and motorcycles and squad trucks. They've ruined Florida. There's nothing left of Florida at this point.
In 600 feet, turn right onto
let's drive that way.
Boulevard.
When we get to Orlando, if we get too tired, we'll settle into Orlando, okay?
Okay.
At the light, turn right onto Bin
Which is an
Laden Boulevard.
oxymoron move, because if you're in Orlando, you might as well drive home at that point. But
Okay.
all right, your decision. I'm telling you, I can't drive anymore.
Okay.
Continue on Bin Laden Boulevard for 5 miles.
On Bin Laden Boulevard?
Don Aladdin.
She said Bin Laden.
Well, Siri don't know. It's she's saying.
I think this is a depressing place to vacation. What do you think?
Yeah, I would not want to vacation.
Like for this whole strip, it's like all the buildings are brown,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird. They chased out all the squatted trucks, and that was the vibe of this place. The squatted trucks. They ran off all the squatted trucks.
The old people wanted it back.
And look,
It
for
seemed
what?
like- yeah.
For what? They're not doing anything with it, you know?
Mhm.
We don't want these squatted trucks here. For what? You're not driving here. You're sleeping at home watching Fox News.
Mhm.
You old fart.
It's sending us north.
Yeah. You gotta go back on I-4. There's no roads. Between Highway 70 and Interstate 4, there's no roads that go inland from... It's the stupidest thing ever.
You might as well go south to 70 and then cross the state.
2.5 hours.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it doesn't make any sense. There's no roads to go around South Orlando. It's stupid. It's the stupidest
How
thing ever.
in 2024 do we not have enough roads to get across
Florida.
the state?
Because it's Florida. We spent $10 billion. They spent $10 billion in the Everglades getting rid of canals. But, you know, somebody had their money in that bag.
Yeah.
There should really be a road that goes, like, from, I don't know, like, from Riverview straight shot to Melbourne
Yeah.
type of thing. Like a South Orlando.
There should just be more roads, period.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like more interstates. We don't have enough interstates. That's what we've been saying. There's not enough.
There's nothing in Florida.
There's not enough.
I think infrastructure. I think interstates are federal. Is that federal?
Yeah.
They're not building any more interstates in the United States, right?
Not really.
There's no interstates. There needs to be a highway that you can
needs to be a
around
few
southern
more.
Orlando. Like
Yeah.
if you're in Melbourne and you need to get to Tampa, type of thing. If you're in Melbourne, you need to get to Tampa. You got to drive north an hour or south an hour, and it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, you're literally gonna have to drive north to go south.
Yeah.
It's retarded. The other option is to go south. It'd be 2.5 hours heading south before you get to 70.
Yeah,
Fort
we
Pierce.
don't have enough roads.
I might be honest. It might actually be better, to, even if it takes longer, to go to Fort Pierce and then go across.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
It says
you can
you'll
have a
get home at.
direct
It says you
road.
get home at 10:30. I doubt it.
Mhm.
I really do.
I doubt it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to convince you. I would rather not drive through Interstate 4. But hey, it's your call. You're the one making this call. I would rather not do it.
Okay.
I'm not driving through Orlando on Interstate 4. If you want to do it, that's on you.
Okay.
Alright? Because I'm not doing it.
Okay. I heard you.
Okay. I'm trying to give you wise counsel.
If you want to get a hotel, get a hotel.
It says we'll be home by 10:30. Do you really think we'll be home by 10:30?
Probably 11 earliest. 11:30.
And it's going to be stressful. It's going to be bumper to bumper. Look, we've been on the road all day. We're tired. Do you think, as tired as we are, you're going to start the most congesting and aggravating stretch of road at the end of the day? After driving all day, being on the road all day, then you're going to go and enter one of the most congested and stressful pieces of highway in the country. Driving to Fort Pierce, which is Highway 70, would take you 122 hours south, and then from there you're still 2 hours from home, so it would be a 4-hour drive.
Well, it's gonna be that either way. At least we could have like less traffic.
You're not gonna be worried about dying on the highway.
Mhm.
And then the nice thing would be that tomorrow the last stretch of highway will be Highway 70, where now your last stretch of highway will be Highway 4.
Mhm.
Why is this so hard of a call for you to make?
I don't know.
I don't understand why you're having just a hard time making this call.
I've already told you can do that. That's fine.
I can tell by your tone of voice that you want to get on Interstate 4. I don't think...
I don't want to get on Interstate 4. I'm fine going that route and then just driving home. I'm fine with that.
Like, if you're in Melbourne and you want to go to Sebring, what would be the route between Melbourne and Sebring? Let's figure that out. Melbourne to Sebring. What would you do if you're going from Melbourne to Sebring? No results found on Google Maps. Are you kidding me? Try another search result. I've never had to do that.
Oh, my phone is on some sort of weird mode. Take it off that
Sleep
mode.
mode.
Yeah.
Okay. Melbourne to Sebring. Melbourne, Florida to Sebring. How do you get from Melbourne to Sebring? You don't. There's no... Google is refusing to give you a route. You gotta be kidding me. Melbourne to Sebring. It's refusing to give me a route. It is refusing to give me a route between Melbourne and Sebring.
Wow.
I've never experienced anything like that. Let's try
Try Avon Park.
Avon Park. From Avon Park to Melbourne. It's refusing to give me a route.
That's wrong. It knows what you're trying to do and it's trying to prevent
It's trying
you.
to prevent you from doing it. Yeah. But there are no routes. It's either you could drive. There are no routes to go around South Orlando. It's either Highway 70 or I-4, and from here to Highway 70 is 120 miles.
Wow.
There are no routes for 120 miles.
It's like they're trying to congest the roads.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like a military thing. That might be like a military thing, like to bottleneck Orlando. Like, you know, like if there was an invasion of the coastline or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, since Cape Canaveral's there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's like a military thing where like they don't want.
Yeah.
That might be like a strategic military thing, where like the government's like, okay, we can't really have.
Do you want me to get on? You want me to go toward Miami or Jacksonville?
Take Orlando if you want. You want to go home, you want to go home. There's no talking you out of it. I've tried talking you out of it.
South or north?
North, go to Orlando.
I was gonna go south. And then
You're set on doing this. Just go for it. I don't agree, but you're set on doing
I'm
this.
not saying go through Orlando.
Go for it. You're set on.
I'm not set on anything.
You're set on wanting to do this. So go for
I
it.
don't want to drive through Orlando
Then why are you going there?
because you told me to do.
I would go south if I were you. I really would.
That's what I was trying to do.
So why you argue with me for half an hour?
I wasn't arguing with you. You're arguing with yourself.
You argue. No.
You are determined thinking I want to drive through Orlando. I said I would
Bro,
if I had to.
in an hour or two, you'll be in a hotel sleeping, passed out. You're not. We don't have the energy to drive through Orlando late at night. You're trying to do something that's impossible. It's like, how stubborn are you?
I'm not being stubborn.
You are, dude.
You're not understanding the things that I say today, and I'm not understanding yours.
Here's what I understand. Understand that I'm not going through Orlando right now.
Okay. I never said.
Oh, there was
let's
supposed
go
to be a
through
severe
Orlando.
thunderstorm somewhere. Remember that?
Yeah. I think we're about to find it. Look from by the sky.
Look at the weather. Dale madre, mija. You guys have to look for Melbourne, Florida. No, estás de madre. There's a huge inland thunderstorm. Don't think it's gonna reach us though.
Okay.
Maybe by nightfall it will. Dude, on top of that, it's raining in Orlando. To crap with that. I'm not.
I never wanted to drive through Orlando.
You do want to drive through Orlando. That's all you've talked about.
You kept saying it. I'm like, let's keep driving to.
Oh, shut up. Don't try to switch it now.
Oh, don't you? You weren't listening.
You weren't listening.
You weren't hearing me correctly.
You're not talking correctly.
You acted like
No,
that
tu
was
madre.
the only
Tu madre. Tu madre.
You acted like that was the only route.
It is. You either go on 70 or you go on I-4.
I'm saying let's go on 70. I've been saying that.
But to get there tonight,
Maybe.
that's not going to happen either.
I can drive for a while. I got cafe con leche. I've been like chilling.
You're gonna be sleeping. You're gonna be sleeping 30 minutes.
I went
Shut
to the
your mouth.
beach.
You're gonna be sleeping.